Life can get pretty restrictive when the opinions and advice of others matter more to us than our own goals and happiness. It's a recipe for regret. And most of the time, we don't even know that we're doing it. Recently, I went against all the YouTube growth pundits and experts and decided to quit climbing the YouTube mountain. I don't care about the algorithms, about winning the favor of the algorithm. I don't care about building a huge subscription list. It's just not me. I just didn't know that at first. I'm Mel, and I've decided to instead set up base camp right here, a place where I can, in my own time and on my own terms, share a public journal, my journal. It isn't about winning or failing at YouTube. I'm just using my YouTube experience as it was as an example of how easy it is that we can get caught up listening to all the experts and slowly drifting away of being ourselves. And that's what I did. The more I listened to everyone, the less I felt like I was me. And isn't that what we often do in life? We get caught up listening to everyone but ourselves. And when we do that, we end up going nowhere fast. And we also end up losing our own agency. We forget that we're in charge of us. Here's how the habit of deferring to the opinions of others worked in throughout my life. At first, it was mostly about career choices, with others trying to instill in me an overabundance of caution. It also showed up in the way I interacted with other people. It was more about fitting in and trying to please instead of just being myself. And of course, it also affected the things that I pursued in life. More importantly, the things that I failed to pursue. I think that's a pretty common thing for most of us, don't you? We worry about what people will think, and it leads us to regrets. And maybe not major dramatic regrets in life, but just a slow drift away from the things that we felt were right for us at the beginning. And we end up missing out. And this is the crux of my base camp decision, choosing my own pace and not seeking approvals. In a way, what I was doing, I think, was asking for permission, a permission to kind of live a life that I knew wasn't me. Now, I don't want there to be any misunderstanding. When we manage our lives, sure, there are times when we need advice from others. So it's not about ignoring others. It's not about cutting people out and cutting them off from our lives. Not that at all. We want to listen, but then we decide. We accept input, but then we make our own choices. In that way, we still respect others, and that's good. It's just that a lot of times we forget to respect ourselves and chart our own course. And that's my new YouTube approach. I'm not rushing. I'm not climbing anymore. I'm not performing. And frankly, I have nothing to prove. There's only me sharing with whomever chooses to stop by. This base camp idea is not about giving up. It's about finally choosing where you stand. And the way I see it for me is base camp is it's not a location. It's me. I'm the base camp. It's me being present, and me being grateful. Grateful for everything life has given me. And grateful even for the 18 months I've spent on YouTube in the old way. And grateful for whatever comes next in this new YouTube approach. And also being grateful for still having the chance to share my thoughts and perspective and maybe a little bit of wisdom of my 75 years. Now, it's not my intention to give you any step-by-step processes, and I'm not trying to lead you anywhere. That's not it at all. It's just that I just believe that my sharing will allow you to look at your life and think about where you might be listening too much and where you might have drifted away from things that feel right to you. I can't know how and where these things show up in your life, but I suspect that they do. And I think, too, that you'd much rather listen to your own advice than some strangers. But hey, maybe you have a mentor in your life. If so, that's good. It's just that being open to every expert and every guru around just weakens us and keeps us scattered. This is me honoring my base camp, and I feel freer and lighter. And perhaps it's a quieter way to live, but it's mine. So if you're tired of climbing that YouTube mountain or whatever mountain you're climbing right now, you're welcome to stop by and say hello. But if you're on your way up, that's okay too. And I'll cheer you on from right here. Either way, it's good for us to remember that we don't owe a performance to anyone. Just be you and be present. I'll be here in the comments if you should choose to stop and say hello. I'm Mel, just me being me and being present. Thank you.